Hey, everybody, what's up? What's up? Welcome to tonight's Success Connection. I'll get my webcam on here in just a second, but wanted to say hello to everybody. Hopefully everybody's doing good. If you're doing good, just give me a big yes in the chat box. Very cool, very cool. I see lots and lots of yeses coming in, so one moment while I get the webcam back up. I'm getting used to my new setting here, which is back at home in Mississippi. So hopefully all of you can now see me. If you can see me, just give me a big yes in the chat box down here. Very cool, very cool. I see lots of yeses. Well, I am back home in Mississippi, back at my home office, and excited about the opportunity to continue on and continue doing our success connections every week. But you know, it's been a pretty crazy summer. I've been in Destin, Florida since June, really. We took a big gap, or 3 weeks or so, and went to Italy, which was which was awesome. And then if you watch my Instagram over the next 3-4 days, Alexa actually got me a trip to Jackson Hole, Wyoming. Has anybody ever been there? Just gonna say yes or no in the chat box. Okay, so I see some yeses. I see lots of yeses. Very cool. Well, this is not a place I've ever been. I've never even been in the state of Wyoming that I'm aware of, anyway. And so, so I'm pretty excited. We're actually going to leave in the morning, and so it should be fun. It should be fun. It'll be different. So, but I'll be back next Tuesday, and then of course live with you next Thursday, just as always. So, super excited. Got a little bit of travel coming up, but always making time to be here. So we've got a great training for you tonight, and luckily, like right at the last minute, I was able to pull off everything that I need to be able to do this. Unfortunately, when I left Florida, I left my Apple Pencil, which is what I use to draw, you know, on the whiteboard. And I left the Apple Pencil there, and I really didn't even notice it until a few minutes ago. I was getting things set up, and I was like, wait a minute, where's my pencil? And you know that I live on my whiteboard, and that's where I draw, and that's where we work, and that's what we do. And so I was like, I was spazzing out. But luckily, Adrian came through in the clutch. So if you guys follow Adrian, give him a big heck yeah or whatever. He had his Apple Pencil, and I ran over to his house and ran back here and made it back in time to get things going. So luckily, here we are. So got a great training for you guys tonight, and actually we're going to do something interactive. We're going to do something a little bit different than what I had originally planned, and that's simply because I sat down, you know, I told you guys I was going to do the challenge video content for you. And I started going through some challenges, going through some really popular, well-known, you know, internet marketers, gurus, whatever you want to call them. I was going through their challenges, and I was looking at some of the stuff, and I was thinking to myself, wait a minute, you know, we told you that the challenge itself creates this environment that's conducive to making somebody like you more, like know, like, and trust you more. But it's also supposed to create a buying environment for them. And to create a buying environment, you have to also help change someone's mindset. How many of you would agree with me on that? Just give me a big yes. Okay. So mindset is a big key, right? Like mindset is a huge key to the puzzle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my iPad set up here real fast. I was letting the pencil charge up enough because Adrian came through in the clutch, but it didn't have very good battery life in the clutch, so I basically let it charge up for a second. So what I want to do is kind of go through with you guys one part of this quote unquote challenge that that we have not gone through yet together, and then I'll explain to you how this is going to become an interactive night on the Success Connection. So let me just plug this thing in, and it'll come up in just a second. So give me just a minute. My screen is paused while I get this to pull up. Otherwise, you'll just you'll see a bunch of stuff popping up all over the screen, and update this and update that and all this nonsense. So yeah, so tonight what we're going to do is something a little bit different. Like I said, I want you guys to choose, and I think this is probably the most important thing, is you choosing what it is that you want to promote in the challenge. And based on what you are going to want to promote, I will have to do the challenge content a little differently, okay? So I think I've got everything pulled up here. So I'm just gonna go on and, let's see, show my screen again there. All right, can everybody see the white pad or the notepad now, whiteboard? Okay, very good, very, very good. Okay, so let's just take it from the top, okay? Now, please remember, if you are a new student, you're brand new, and this is your first time on the Success Connection, first of all, welcome. Thank you for being here. We love to have you. We love everybody that joins us. I do this every single week. It's completely free. If you've bought one of my other courses, whether it's Partner with Anthony or the Ambassador Program or anything, right? Just understand that this particular training is not a training for that course, okay? What we do here on the Success Connections, we build new businesses, we take marketing ideas and strategies and we apply them, and a lot of times I help you build this stuff yourself, right? And then what we do is we go through and we kind of can use these businesses as ways to make more money from the existing courses and strategies and things that you may have purchased. So in other words, just because we're not sitting here going over Partner with Anthony and you're a Partner with Anthony student, that doesn't mean that this isn't a massive value to you. The training that we do every Thursday night is designed to build businesses that you can plug into any of the courses and trainings and softwares that we have, okay? So new students, you'll love this, but also please note at the very end of tonight, I'll actually give you this whole business completely free. And so as long as you're here at the end, you'll be able to get that completely free. And as long as we get 1,000 people on tonight, I'm gonna leave it, I'll leave it up for you guys beyond tonight, or up at least until 12 o'clock. Guys, basically beyond the time that we're live. So we're about 40 people away from hitting 1,000, well, 40 or 50. So we need more people. So if you're in our Facebook group, go post right now and say, get on live, get on live. Anthony's live on the Success Connection. Let's rally the troops, make sure everybody remembers to be here, and we'll all benefit from it. So let's take a quick look. All right, we talked about the journey, okay? And this is so important, all right? This is the journey, all right? And oftentimes we forget what the journey really is because we're too busy plugging in and paying attention to all the techie stuff. How many of you would agree with me on that? Okay, I see lots and lots of people. So let me talk to you about the journey real fast. The journey is you've got this person over here, and this person has a desire, okay, to build a business. Okay, so this person has a desire to build a business. Person gets on their computer. Okay, I know this is very like rudimentary and everything, but they get on their computer and they search for a way to build a business. How can I make some money? How can I, whatever, you know? And then what they do is they find your challenge opt-in page. Okay, this is what we call traffic. Now, you know, most of the time when I draw out traffic, I just say traffic, right? And all of you think about traffic as clicks. But the reality is that traffic is actually more than just a click. Traffic, go figure, is a human, right? It's an actual human. That's what traffic is. And oftentimes we forget that. We forget that traffic is actually people. And so therefore we have to think about the people, right? We have to think about what is the traffic? Who is the traffic? Where is that person coming from, and what is their goal, and what is the end goal, right? In order for us to make this work. So they go in through your challenge opt-in page, which by the way, if you are new, don't worry because I got you covered, okay? We've got a challenge We've got the challenge membership area and student funnel, all this already built. So let's just look at one of your challenge opt-in pages. We won't go through multiple, but this is the challenge opt-in page right now. So if you're a new student and you don't have this, you'll get this for free at the end of tonight's training. So hang tight. Everything is cool. You're never going to get left behind. We'll make sure that you get what you need. So we set up this 14-day challenge and we say, are you tired of living paycheck to paycheck? Do you want more freedom in your life, right? Okay, this 100% is a free challenge that people are raving about, and we tell them why we created the challenge, what the goal of the challenge is, and what the challenge can do to help them essentially build their business, right? We talk about living the entrepreneur life, the internet entrepreneur life, right? And so what we have to do at this point, all right, if we're looking at this, someone creates their opt-in, okay? So they put their email into this box. All right, now what they do is they go to the thank you page. Okay, and on that thank you page, we give them a series of steps. Okay, where we say step 1, do this, step 2, do that, and all these other things. Step 1 is usually going to be to join your Facebook group. Step 2 is going to be to log in to the members area. Okay, and step 3, like I said, we'll talk about towards the end of our challenge training because I want to show you how that really works. So someone right out of the gate is basically supposed to join this, okay, and this is a Facebook group. So now you've got those people in your Facebook group, and then they're also supposed to go over here to what we call the members area. Okay, so go to the members area. All right, the members area has got all these lessons, and then it's got this video. Okay, so let's take a quick look. I've already built you the members area, okay? Well, I built you the thank you page, so let's take a quick look at that. Thank you page is done. All right, so we've got opt-in page, we've got thank you page. Then what we need is, obviously, you guys would clearly, you want the members area, okay? So the members area is already done too. All right, so we've got this members area here. Let's see if I can't get it to open up on this computer. There we go. All right, and so then we've got the members area, which you can open up all the different days, and there's 14 days of challenges that are available. So you've got the opt-in page, the thank you page, the actual members area. Those 3 pieces I've already built for you. They're already done for you. In fact, you may get them somewhere down here. This is your student resource page. We'll talk about it a little bit later, but there is everything set up. Your challenge business. Here's the opt-in page. Here's the video that goes on that opt-in page. Here's the members area. So all of this is already done for you, right? So we got to that point. We've done it for you. All right. First things first is last week I told you I was going to look for this right here. I said, hey, if you've designed a members area, let me take a look at it. I might buy it and give it to everybody and pay you $500 or a portion of that, okay? So we're gonna look at some members areas that others have designed. And then we're gonna keep moving through the funnel, okay? So this is the members area we designed. I started looking through these members areas, and I mean, I've looked through a ton of them. You know, here's one right here, okay? This looked pretty much this, you know, kind of this close to the same as what mine looked like. You can see that like none of the days actually have the content in there on this except day 1, right? But this is a decent, you know, change of color, right? Like here's mine, what I built for you. Here's this. So this looks good. This is just a good small slight change to, you know, to the colors and things. Let's see. Then there was this one. All right. And this was done by Beverly. And I like the idea of this, and I'll tell you why. Okay. Inside of your members areas, the more that you can plant seeds for people, the better off you're going to be. Okay. So remember, the person that views this was sitting at home, sitting on their laptop. They typed in, you know, that they wanted to make money, or they went on Facebook, or they got an email or whatever, and now they're in this members area. What you want is to simplify life for them, but also make it feel very robust, right? So like Step 1 is learn how to build an online business. Be rewarded each step of the way. Have the availability to win some amazing prizes. I like this. You know, having the welcome to the 14-day challenge banner, right? Be honest with you, it looks better than this, right? It looks better than just the basics, right, that we have on there. Let the challenge begin. This is not a bad idea. Having some content in here to personalize it, not a bad idea. Putting a picture of yourself in here, again, not a bad idea. You guys see pictures of me in all of my courses, right? This is a pretty good deal. So I like this one. This one will win a portion of the $500, Beverly. So congratulations. I'll kind of allocate it here once I pick as many that are going to win. So I like this one because I feel like this has a few different elements. How many of you would agree with me? Just say yes. Okay, I see lots of yeses. Awesome. All right, then there's this one. Now, one of the things I always try to tell you guys is be careful of blocking. Okay, look at this. You see right here where this image, it's like a block, right? You can clearly see the defined line right here. This makes things look kind of cheap, right? So it's not really ideal. You can also see how all of this is floating up over the header, right? So this one needs a little bit of work, but again, good work, even putting it together, even trying, even anybody that posted one of these in the members area, I just want to say congratulations to you because you did something that most people didn't do, and that's how you learn. That's how we grow. So congratulations to everybody, even if I tell you, hey, there wasn't a lot to this, or hey, make these changes, those types of things. This one was done. The only issue I have with this is it's basically our page with a different background. So again, that looks pretty cool, but let me also caution you guys on something. When you are building out a members area, usually you don't have backgrounds, you just have colors. For instance, this looks more professional than this. And the reason is because most people will use, most people will use like the beach and the vacations and such on opt-in pages and sales pages to trigger our brains to think about the things and the things we desire and want, right? But once we get in the members area, we want to be like, no frills, just business. We just want to learn. So it's very rare to see a picture of a beach or anything like that as the background of a members area. All right. Just FYI, food for thought. All right. Then we've got this one. I was unable to log into this one, so it doesn't let me confirm my password. So I don't know what was going on there. I will say this one is most definitely doing the blocking here, and we don't want that, right? We don't want the blocking of different images. I don't think that would look very professional. Shauna Ledford did one, and Shauna's looks really good. I want you guys to take a look at this because this is super, super unique, and I do like it. You'll notice how Shauna just took the time to make this its own little sections, the arrows that bring out the resources and stuff. Like you can see the days are in blue, right? And it looks like she started all those in blue. And then of course you've got the facts and the resources in the other color that matches this. They've got the welcome video up here. Please take a moment to do the following steps. This is what I really like. Right here on the home page, let's give them some steps. I think that's pretty cool because we're going to have them go and join your Facebook groups and all those types of things, which again is very good. But this is also really cool. This challenge is sponsored by the following products, right? And so these can all link to these funnels. Now, for Shauna, I probably wouldn't say this challenge is being supported by the following sponsors. What I would say is and I'm sorry, I came home and it's like 40 degrees. And yesterday it was like 85 degrees in Destin. So I'm all out of whack. Okay, now I would say, this challenge also, are all members of this challenge get this book completely free, right? Click here to get your free copy and just get them to go download the free book or to go opt in for the free book. The same thing with Inboxer Academy and the 7-figure email formula, meaning use this space down here to have a real promotion of opting in for one of these products, right? Because these are products that you can sell. Now, for those of you that are new and you're like, well, wait a minute, I don't have this book in this Inboxer Academy. You do, or you will. Like I told you, we build a lot of businesses and we give them to you for free. So you have an Instagram profits business. It's already built for you. It's completely free. It's in here. You have a YouTube business, but you also have 7-figure email strategy, Inboxer Academy, and then the 8-figure funnel formula. So you've got these businesses. All you've got to do is download them tonight before midnight, assuming we get about 18 more, 17 more people, 17, 18 more people on, we'll hit 1,000, and then I'll leave all this up until midnight instead of until the end of the presentation tonight. So hopefully we got more people coming, everybody post in the group, tell everybody they're crazy for missing. So you've got these businesses, they are available to you, and that's one of the things we're going to talk about tonight. So I love this idea of promoting this here. So Shauna, we'll give you a piece of the $500 as well. Then we had this one. Again, what I wanted to be, and I couldn't get into the login area for this, the members area, but what I did see was just, again, this is probably not the most professional image that we could use for our pages. So I think we would want to make that change. And then I saw this one, Braden did this one. And here's the thing, not a ton changed from what we did. The one or two good things that did come out of this is moving this stuff up here, okay, which you can see we don't have. Also, swapping the orientation, so it's a little bit different. And then I like that the background, you know, is congruent with our original background. So obviously that's the original background, right, for the opt-in page. So not a terrible idea. You can see that, like, even though we don't really suggest using a background image, you can see that we used one that was similar to the opt-in page for this free challenge, right? So this looks pretty good. Here's what I really like. I like that you put the Join the Challenge Facebook group button really big up here, and I like that you put your image up here. Here's the thing. Anytime you can personalize, you should do it. So write that down. Anytime you can personalize, you should do it, okay? Let's see, just looking at this. Okay, so anytime you can personalize things, it's gonna help pull people through because they feel like, oh, Braden's here teaching me, instead of some faceless person, right? So I like the design of this, even with the subtle changes. So here's what we're gonna do. For Beverly, for Shauna, and for Braden, we're gonna give each of you $100 for your members area designs. And guys, next week, and I need to make a note of that, hold on. Let's see, I got Braden, I got Shauna, and I got Beverly. And we're gonna do $100 each, members areas. All right, next week I will be giving away the members areas from Braden, from Shauna, and from Beverly. Okay, so let's say give 3 student members areas. Okay, I have to take notes. I literally have an entire Success Connection notepad so I keep up with all the stuff that I do. So it helps me. So these 3 members, how many of you would like these 3 members areas so you could kind of switch it up and change it up and make things your own but have a new template to work with? Yes? All right, I see lots and lots of yeses. Cool. Okay, so we've got that done. That leaves $200. So if you want to do this again next week, if you want to post some more, make some changes, I still have 2 $100 bills that I'll give away next week to 2 more people that want to do this and complete this this redesign of the members area, and I'll buy 2 more next week. Okay, so these 3 you will get next week here on the Success Connection Live once we get them from these 3 students. Okay, so let's jump back onto my iPad here. Voila. as if by magic. Okay, so we got that done. The $500 for the group post. I'm going to go on and announce the winner because sometimes people get on late just to find out if they won, so that's just crazy. Jonathan, man, we got to start. It's like we can't discriminate if your name is really hard to pronounce. Jonathan Trichardi. So Jonathan Trichardi, you are the one that my team selected as the $500 group post winner this week. So we will be reaching out to you. I have the correct spelling of your name. I'll post it in the Facebook group and tag you in just a little bit as soon as we wrap up. So I gave away that $500 early tonight. I told you I was going to be changing some things up for everybody that hops on late. Won't be a good idea to keep doing that. Okay, so we've given away that 500 and we'll do it again next week. All right, so the other thing was I said, hey, I'm going to give you all the content, all the members area content. Well, as I started doing this, I started thinking, as I was telling you earlier, the journey, right? Of what this person's going through, what the members area is, and then what is the goal? And it made me think, all along, all I've thought about was the goal was partner with Anthony, meaning that as we progress through the members area and the training, my goal would be to educate in small pieces with small little challenges someone to see the value of Partner with Anthony. And then at the end, you could sell it. But then the thought crossed my mind as I was beginning to map out what I was going to film for content. The thought crossed my mind and I said, wait a minute, what if our students actually want to sell the 8-figure funnel formula book? Or what if they want to sell the 7-figure email strategies? What if not everybody wants to sell Partner with Anthony? Because maybe not all of you are members of Partner with Anthony. I don't know. Type the number 5 in if you are not a Partner with Anthony student. You're not. You haven't joined. You've been resistant. You've said, Anthony, I don't care how many people make money. I'm not buying it. That's $7 or $97. No. All right. I see a few 5s. That's okay. So here's the thing. If I design the content, I need to know what the end goal is. It's not a one-to-one, always a one-to-one thing. In other words, I can't go through here and build out 14 days of content that's designed to make you take steps and do certain things to make you realize the importance of having a partner, the importance of a community, the importance of multiple streams of income, the importance of not having to fulfill all this nonsense, being able to just make money, quote, as an affiliate and not have to do all these other things. Like, that's what you teach through this process, because ultimately the challenge is designed to reprogram your mind, okay? Because we want to motivate, okay? So that's the number one thing. We want to motivate, we want to program. I know that sounds crazy, but we want to program the mind for success, okay? Now, a lot of you might sit there and say, Anthony, that's frou-frou stuff. Well, it's really not. Have any of you ever been watching a show where somebody's so passionate about something and they just start going off and they're saying stuff and you start getting the chills? How many of you have had that happen? Okay, I see a lot of people saying yes. Okay, here's the thing. It might be about relationships. It might be about making money. It might be about taking chances. It might be about avoiding mistakes and problems. It might be about, coming up poor and making it rich, all these things, right? Like, there's a million things that people tell stories about. But when they start giving you the chills, that's creating a physical reaction in your body based on what you've seen, what you've heard, and what it's made you feel inside. Well, the same thing can happen through course content and training. It really does, through small mini steps. It reprograms your brain and your mind to want success, to desire success, but also to believe that you can have success. And that's the part that usually stops people. Most people stop a course right here, right? They stop it right in the middle. And they stop it, why? Because of fear. They fear that they're not good enough. They have self-doubt, right? They have fear, they have self-doubt, they have all these things going through their mind. And it's because they're not being taught how to think right. They're just being taught, here's how to do a Facebook ad, here's how to do this, here's how to do that. Well, the challenge, the whole idea is to motivate, to program them for success, and then to build rapport, okay? Build rapport, and then to essentially pre-sell your course or your product, okay? So the whole idea is to pre-sell a course, pre-sell whatever that product is that you're going to want to sell at the end of this challenge and throughout this whole 14 days, because ultimately we're not putting together a 14-day challenge just to have a 14-day challenge, just so we can challenge a bunch of people. At the end, I mean, the goal is we want to make money, right? I mean, how many of you are with me on that? How many of you know the end goal is money? Okay, so the end goal is money, right? And the question is, how do we get there? Is it Partner with Anthony? Is it the 8-figure funnel formula? Is it the 7-figure email business? Is it Inboxer Academy? We have so many options, right? Because I've given you so many businesses. Partner with Anthony costs, $7, right? So this is not a free thing that everyone can promote. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you the course content as I have written it out right now. We're going to go through it together, okay? My document. And you're going to see where my mind is at in this, okay, with this. All right. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you to vote. Let me just make this really big. Okay, can everybody see that? Just give me a big yes in the middle of the screen if you can see that. Okay, I see some yeses. Very good. Okay, so let me kind of tell you where my mind is at with this, and then I'm going to let you guys vote inside of the Facebook group tonight about which business, which offer you want me to try to prep people for so that you can sell, okay? So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you what I'm doing. You tell me which business you want to sell. Then I'll go create the content, but I'm going to cater it to selling that type of product. And that's the problem, is I was thinking all along, Partner with Anthony, Partner with Anthony. My mind is so consumed with Partner with Anthony right now because so many people are using it, so many people are doing it, so many people are making money with it, they're posting testimonials in our Facebook group every day that I just didn't even think about it. And so I want to give you the chance. I don't want this to feel like I'm making you promote my stuff type thing. So I want you to have the chance to vote on what you want it to be for, okay? So let's just take a look at kind of how this would, the days would progress. Day 1, prepare mentally, okay? And so the challenge here would be to think of 2 things you're grateful for in your life and 2 things that you want to accomplish today. And then post those in our community, okay? That's the challenge. The step that you have to take is to go post that in your community, meaning your Facebook group, because all of you will have your own Facebook groups, right? Remember, we want to always drive people back to those Facebook groups because it lets us see who's taking action, and it also lets them inspire others, okay? So what we're doing is we're teaching people to think of things that they're grateful for, but think of things that they want to accomplish, okay? Day 2, say no. This is really important. Say no to someone or something today that you usually would say yes to, but know that you shouldn't, okay? Look, when no's become yeses, it takes up time for things that should have been yeses to get accomplished. So every time you say yes to something, that means you're saying no to something else. That's just how life works. There's only so many hours in a day. So if somebody comes up and says, hey, let's go shopping at the mall, and you say yes, then you're saying no to something else that could have happened in that period of time. What we want to do is we want to train people to learn to say no, because we know that the #1 reason that people fail is they fail to actually start. They don't ever progress. And the reason for that is they're too busy saying yes to everything else that people want them to do instead of saying no and saying yes to them, their self-growth, their ability to learn, and their ability to earn, right? How many of you are with me on that? Just say yes. Okay. So as you can see, we're slowly programming people that you need to be here for you, and you need to live for you right now, and you need to say no to other people and yes to important things. Now, day 3, what we do is we kind of transition into some training. Get your platform. So we tell them to get ClickFunnels. Now, ClickFunnels is a free trial for 2 weeks. So it's great timing because we can say, listen, you can use this for free for the full challenge, which is true, right? How many of you agree with me? That's true. All right. So literally they don't have to put any information in. They just literally go get a ClickFunnels account completely free, and they can use it for free for the whole challenge, right? ClickFunnels helps to support, it helps to get people immersed into actually doing something and not just talking about doing something, which is, there's a big difference, okay? All right, so then we'll give a training about committing yourself to your business, that this is a real business and not just an idea. This is where we weed out the people who are not serious, because they're gonna waste time. They're wasting your time and their time. So if you're not serious about your business, if you don't really wanna build a business and make money, you need to go right now, right? And that's what this is all about. And then we want to post in the community once you've logged into your ClickFunnels account. Well, that's one of those steps they have to take in order to complete the challenge, in order to qualify to win any of those prizes. Does that make sense to everybody? So we're kind of incentivizing them to get ClickFunnels, get logged in, and go post that you've logged in, right? So I think it works out really well. Then day 4, we kind of dive into some deeper training, the profit cycle. Now, why would I teach the profit cycle? Because the profit cycle is short, it's fast, and it allows us to segue to anything. You want to sell your Inboxer Academy membership area. That's part of the profit cycle. You want to sell Partner with Anthony. It's part of the profit cycle. Everything can match up to and work with the profit cycle, which is why I did it. Day 5, let's eliminate negativity. Okay, we've gone through some training, right? Like some actual internet marketing stuff. So now what I want to do is start talking to people about eliminating negative people in their lives, because they're progressing, right? They've got a ClickFunnels account. They're learning the profit cycle, but somebody's going to try to rob them of success. It always happens. So we go through this whole negative thoughts process, eliminating negative thoughts and negative people, and we make them post in the group as they have eliminated negative people. Like somebody says something negative to them, they say, hey, I got time for that. And then they go post in the group, I'm so thrilled today I told this, that, whatever, right? Again, creating that interaction. Day 6, don't do this. What we want to do is teach people to create a list of things not to do. For instance, what not to do. Spend 4 hours today looking at crap on Instagram, shopping on eBay, shopping on Amazon, scrolling through my Facebook newsfeed, reading everybody's political opinion that does not matter. All of these things are things that should go on the do not do list. What we want to do is explain that some things in our lives rob us of time, right? And we know that at day 6, they're pretty committed, but they're not fully committed. And we need them to be fully committed, because at the end of this training, at the end of this journey, we want them to buy something, and then we want them to actually use it, right? So what we do is we start teaching them how to eliminate small things in their life that are taking up a ton of their time, but they don't realize it because it's small things, right? And that's what I think is important. And then at day 7, we talk about half full or half empty. This, I think, is a great spot at day 7 to talk about, do you feel like you're halfway to success, or do you feel like, or do you currently feel like you're kind of halfway from failure, if for lack of better terminology? It's like, is the glass half full or half empty? It all depends on where you're thinking, right? From what point of view you're seeing yourself. And I think that the first 7 days we talk so much about the mindset part because it's easy to understand. Most everyone knows that they need it. And also we know that most everyone needs it, right? How many of you would agree with me on that? And so it's through short stories and short exercises, like creating a list of things not to do, creating a list of negative people and negative things in your life that you need to put off to the side. And then when we hit day 8, we start talking a little bit more about business. Choose your path. And we tell them affiliate marketing and e-commerce. Now, for the purposes of me, we will teach this in a way that everyone will want to go down the affiliate marketing path. And the reason for that is simple. That's the path I know. That's the path I teach. I can't teach what I don't know, right? So we'll talk about the path, but we're really going to choose the path for them, okay? Day 9, understanding value. This is where we have to start teaching people where there is value in their business. Now, why do we want to do that? Well, if I tell you right now, there's value in sending emails, or there's value in a partner, or there's value in multiple streams of income. And at the very end of this training, I say, hey, by the way, I'd like to partner with you and give you multiple streams of income. Have I not already trained you that that is of massive value? Yes or no? Right. So I've already told you that this was mega valuable. Now at the end, I'm offering it to you for $7. But I've built the value up all along, even when I wasn't selling. Same thing would apply to, say, like email marketing. We start talking about the value of an email list, how much you should be, you budget for per email list or per email on your list and stuff like that. And you really dial that in. And at the end, hey, we have Inboxer Academy. Boom. We've built the value. This is why it's important, because I can't build the value of everything. That's why it's important to get feedback from you on what you want me to build the value for, so that I can build the content to actually match, right? Okay, then finding your niche, okay? So finding your niche is important. We've got to find our niche, okay? Most people don't know what it is, but they know what makes money. And that's what they really want, right? And so when we go through niche discovery and we tell them to write down their niches, write down the things that they're interested in, post it in the community. This is another one of those mini challenges. The goal is, for our course, for our challenge, the goal is to make people realize that one of the biggest niches online is teaching people how to be smarter, more educated, and make money. Internet marketing, right? Now, if you're using this as a template to build your own challenge, you could build it in relationships, health and wellness, all of that stuff, right? For the purpose of this, I will be talking about internet marketing as being the biggest and the best niche, right? But we'll help them discover that through these, through this training. And then of course, post it in the community. So again, it edifies it, right? Day 11, your perfect day. Craft your perfect day. Here's the thing that I love most. When I was at the beach, I think it was earlier this week, I made a post on Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you should. It's really one of the only places that I'm super active on a weekly basis, a daily basis on social media. But I made a post and I said, it's not too late. Hold on, this thing just told me it couldn't record. I said, it's not too late to change your story if you're not happy with it. And what that means is, no matter where you're at in life, no matter what your story is today, maybe your story is, I'm a divorced man, my wife left me for a wealthier guy or a younger guy or whatever. And I'm down on my luck, I lost my job, I don't have a profession, I don't have a degree. That's me. That's your story. And if you don't like that story, the thing is, it's never too late to change it. It's never too late to rewrite your story. Our story doesn't end until the day we die, right? And so we have the opportunity to rewrite our story and change what it is that we will remember about ourselves and that other people remember about us, right? And so when you talk about your perfect day, it's rewriting your story. It's teaching you to think about, what would my perfect day be like? Now, based on the other 10 days of training, what we feel like people are going to say is, my perfect day would be like, okay, I wake up in the morning and I don't have to go to work for somebody else, because I've gone through this challenge and I've learned how to build an internet business and I'm making money for myself. I'm able to now, whatever it might be, spend time with my kids, travel. I might want to wake up and I might want to move to the beach and wake up in the morning and have breakfast on the balcony looking at the water. And then I may want to take from noon to 2, I may want to go walk on the beach. And then I want to eat at a little you know, a little bar restaurant on the water every day for lunch. And then at night, I want to go to this really cool, you know, restaurant that has some of the best fish in town. And then, you know, whatever. Like, what is your dream day, right? What is your perfect day? And the reason we ask people that is because a lot of times we're so caught up in the training aspect of stuff, we forget why we're really doing it. And so what we want to do is at the very end of the training, we want to have them paint that picture for themselves. Because on day 12, we talk about, okay, in order to achieve that perfect day, you got to focus. You got to focus on growth. You got to focus on success. You got to focus on not fearing to fail. And you got to focus on one mentor. You can't have 100. You can't open every single email that comes in your inbox and buy every single freaking promise that everybody makes you. You can't do that. You have got to be focused. You have got to pick one person to teach you and one person only. It can't be 52 of them, right? And so you might say to yourself, well, gosh, you know, that's very blunt, and but it is. But it's, again, we're teaching people to like us and to trust us by giving them the truth, which is the truth, right? Now, the reason you don't see day 13 and 14 is because based on which product we're selling, what I would be doing on day 13 and 14 is selling the product for you, right? Teaching a little bit, sell. 14, teach a little bit, last chance, sell. Because the whole idea of the 14-day challenge is that at the end of the challenge, they are buying a product from you, right? But they feel good about it. They understand why they're doing it. They're a better quality buyer because now they're engaged and they're like pumped up and they know what their perfect day is. And now 2 days later, you're giving them the program that's going to help them reach that perfect day. This is like the perfect ride for somebody, right? To get them in the right mindset, teach them just enough in order for them to buy what it is that you have, but then actually consume it, use it, and be successful with it. How many of you agree with me? Just say yes. Okay. Very good. I see lots and lots of yeses. So as you can see, as I was going through this, I was thinking very, very, very like trying to paint that picture as we go down. And when I got down to the pitch part, day 13 and 14, it occurred to me that there's no way that I can just pitch, like buy my product, you know, not like the ShamWow or something. Like I have to be able to tell people why they should buy it and what it is. Is it good? How will it help them? And how does it tie into all these things they've already seen? And so for that reason, okay, for that reason, and that reason only, I did not finish the videos because I need to cater the videos to the product. So where I told you I was going to give you the members area this week, I am not, or I'm sorry, the members area videos, I am not going to give you the members area videos because I need your help, okay? So this is kind of what I need, all right? So next week, all right, so numero uno, okay? So number one, most important thing for next week, okay, is I need you to vote in the Facebook group now, not 3 days from now, not 2. I need to know what you guys want. This is a, you tell me what to do and I'll do it, okay? These are the products that I feel comfortable doing this for. The 8-figure funnel book, okay? So that's the book business. The Inboxer Academy, okay, and Partner with Anthony. Those are the 3 that I think make the most sense. You're welcome to vote for something else, but I feel like the Instagram course and the YouTube course and stuff, it's a little bit harder to build that value through the challenge the way I have it laid out. I feel like these 3 are the best 3 businesses. And again, for those of you that are new, do not freak out and be like, well, what do you mean, Anthony? Look, I've given you those businesses. All the Partner with Anthony stuff is here, but in order to do Partner with Anthony, you will have to join it. It's a paid program. So you can watch the video there and learn a little bit more, and maybe that's something that you want to do. But the 8-figure funnel formula is right here. This is where we're selling a book. You get the book, you keep 100% of the money, it's all yours. Inboxer Academy is right here. This is a members area that has a monthly recurring fee, you can download all of these tonight, completely free. They're yours. It's your business. You can make all the money in the world from them, okay? No matter which one of these businesses we put on quote unquote the front end of this, okay? So no matter which business we put on the front end of this, there will still be ability to promote all the other businesses on the back end, okay? We just need one that's gonna craft our message as we go through the challenge, okay? So that's the first thing. Number two is going to be, I'm gonna give you the 3 student members areas free. All right, and then number 3, I'm going to give you all your challenge content videos. Okay, so you're going to get all those challenge content videos next Thursday. So I'm just kind of going through here to make sure I have it all right. Yes. Okay, you're gonna get all of that next Thursday free, which is why you must vote on this now in the Facebook group. All I need you to do is make a post of which one of these do you want me to cater this off of, and I'm just gonna go through, look at the responses, and then see the arguments 2 and 4 and all that stuff, and I'm gonna pick one, okay? And whatever I pick is what we'll go with. But I want you guys to have a say-so in it, because I don't want you to feel like it's something to push people to partner with Anthony. There's tons of people that make money with that, which is why I thought about it, but I can easily do it for these other 2 products, right? Which are free. They're completely free. I make nothing off of it anyway, right? So, but if you want it for I just want to do it for whatever is best for you. And I probably overthought it. I'm sorry if I did. But I feel like the Success Connection is supposed to be a fluid thing. It's supposed to be, you give me feedback, I go to work and do the work for you. That's the whole idea, is do as much for you as I can, give you as much value as I can, help you as much as I can. And so I can't just go do something and not ask you what it is that you would want, or else I'm making decisions and it's not, I don't think, beneficial for you. So that's just the route that I chose to take. So you vote in the Facebook group, do it right now. I'll show you how to get in the Facebook group in a second if you're not a member, but you want your voice heard because it's going to help you with your business, right? Next week, I'm going to give you the 3 student members areas. And then we're also going, sometimes this iPad is just freezing up. Let's see. Just making sure I have everything in here. Choose the product. Yes. Okay. Next week, our $500 giveaway, our Facebook $500 giveaway is going to be based on this. So you've got to go vote right now. If you vote, you'll qualify for the $500 giveaway. That I have to incentivize you, because some people will be like, oh, I'll just be happy with what everybody else chooses. And if everybody thinks that, then I don't get enough feedback to really make a good decision. There's now 1,000 people on this webinar. I'm starting to think that people are hopping on at the end again just to get it to 1,000. We've been on it for an hour, and then maybe 10 minutes ago it hit 1,000. So I don't know, it's getting kind of tricky. So now I have to leave it on there because I said I would, but we may have to put a time limit. We have to hit 1,000 people within the first 30 minutes next week, okay? Because I see people hopping, and it happened last week too. So it's funny, it's like cat and mouse, right? All I'm trying to do is help you and give you free stuff. But anyway, all right, so we'll leave everything up this week because there's 1,000 people on. But that means we should get 1,000 people voting in the Facebook group. And if you don't vote in the Facebook group, you're not taking the one little action that you can take to help determine and help mold your future and what you get in your business and all this. It would just be insane, right? So vote. So in the Facebook group, you just write one of these 3 right here, okay? One of these 3. Tell me that's what you want me to do the challenge content about, and I'm gonna go back through and read those tonight, and I'll be able to pick everything up and then move forward for next week. So this is what's gonna happen next week on the Success Connection. This week, I wanted to also go through all of these things with you because I wanted you to learn kind of how I did the content, understand why I did the content the way I did, and of course, obviously you're going to be given this members area, and this members area all next week. We give that away inside of the Success Connection student, basically student portal. So if you're new, this is your student portal. I'm going to give you the link to it and the password for it in a second. First things first, you can join the Partner with Anthony program we've talked about by clicking that link, okay? So that's first thing. Second thing, most important thing tonight, you can join our Facebook group by clicking right here to join. Now, once you actually join, okay, when you come over to our Facebook group, there will be a button over here that says join. You have to click that button and you have to answer both of the questions that pop up. It says, I think, when was the last time you were on the Success Connection? That would have been now. And what day and time does the Success Connection take place? Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you don't answer both questions, you don't get approved. It's that simple. It's how we keep spammers out, okay? Then what you need to do, which is very important, is go right here where it says notifications, okay, and click all posts. You want to, every single post in the group, you want it to notify you when people are making posts. This is the only way that you're ever going to know what's going on in the Facebook group, because Facebook has made it hard for groups to reach your news feed. So you need to go and click all posts. All right, so that is the most important thing that you could possibly do tonight. All right, then if you don't have ClickFunnels, you'll need to get it. If you're new, I say this every week because every week we have new students, but ClickFunnels is what we use to build all this. The page you're looking at right now is built on ClickFunnels. The 14-day challenge opt-in page, the thank you page, and all these membership areas are built in ClickFunnels. The great thing is ClickFunnels has a little button called Share Funnel. When we do it, it gives you the whole funnel done for you. You don't have to do anything, but you got to have ClickFunnels to do it. They do give you a 14-day trial if you use this link, so you can click right here and activate a 14-day trial to ClickFunnels. If you don't, then I don't, it's not that you have to have ClickFunnels, but it sure as heck makes it a lot more profitable and a lot faster for you to build your business, because we're building all this stuff for you and giving it to you, but you've actually got to have the platform to use it on. So get ClickFunnels if you do not already have it, okay? Super, super important. All right, is everybody good with that? Just say yes if you're good with that. Okay, very, very good. All right, second thing, or maybe one of the last things, is you've got to go through all of these funnels down here and download your businesses. You've got the 8-figure funnel formula business. This is a book, a business that sells a digital book that you have all the rights to, and it's right here. You can get the book right here, right? Inboxer Academy, right here. Get that business. 7-figure email strategies. Get that business. Your YouTube business. Get that whole business. Your Instagram business. Download that business. And then here's your challenge business. You definitely want to go here, download the challenge opt-in page, the video that goes on the opt-in page, and the whole challenge members area. Next week, we'll add the 3 members areas from our students that we purchased from tonight, so you'll be able to get all of your challenge assets right here. Here's the thing. All of these links work until midnight tonight, and at midnight tonight, they do not work anymore, and we do that to prevent all of the people that steal our stuff from stealing our stuff. So how many of you understand all of that now? I'm just going to be yes. All right, very, very good. Listen, I want to beg you to engage yourself. We're at a point in time where there's a lot of money to be made, but you're not going to make it if you're not engaged, if you're not in that Facebook group, and if you keep putting it off and just showing up and listening and not doing, it's not going to help you any, right? So please, please engage yourself, get in the Facebook group, make the post, listen and learn. And that's how you make the most out of this experience. So let me give you the username or the password and the URL for this page, okay? So the password and the URL for this page. All right, so you can look right here on your screen. This is a list of all of the URLs. This is the one you want to go to get to your student portal, okay? Your Success Connection portal, which I just showed you. It's go.bsc.com/funnel. The password for tonight, I wrote this down. Oh, yeah. The password for tonight, plan, P-L-A-N. Why? Because we have to have a plan for what we're going to sell as we go through our challenge in order to actually create the challenge material. So my crazy self just decided to skip one of the biggest things that was necessary. My bad. So I'm making an adjustment for it. All right. So you go to go.thesc.com/funnel. You type in the password plan, PLAN. That's going to give you access to this page. First thing you want to do, join our Facebook group. Okay. Make sure you answer both of the questions. We'll get you approved. You get in and you tell me, where do you want this challenge funnel to go? Which business do you want it to sell? If you're a new student, come in here, download all your businesses. All of those businesses I just showed you, they're available till midnight tonight, but you must take action and do it now, okay? If you don't have ClickFunnels, get it. It's completely free for 2 weeks. It costs you nothing. There's really no excuse not to do it other than you don't want to build your business. If you want to build your business, these are the tools that you need. This is, by the way, that's my affiliate link. If you think that I'm just saying that for an affiliate commission, just go to clickfunnels.com, click around somewhere on there. There's a free trial. Get it from them. I won't know the difference. You still get all of my stuff completely free. Whether you get a ClickFunnels account with my link or not is completely irrelevant. I wouldn't know the difference anyway. My goal here is to help you, to educate you, to inspire you, to teach you, to show you this is how we outline a 14-day challenge. This is how I came up with the content that's going to go in there, so that I know that when you go do this for yourself later on, you've learned how it's supposed to be done, which I think is massively valuable and important, okay? So you can go now to go.thesc.com/funnel. Get ClickFunnels if you don't have it. Download all your businesses. Make sure that you join our Facebook group and get ready, because next week I'm going to be popping on here with 14 videos to load into your members areas to literally take people through an entire challenge and help you to build your business, create really good relationships with your subscribers, but also create people that are ready, willing, and able to purchase from you, which is the most important part of a business, because a business isn't a business if it doesn't make sales. How many of you are with me on that? Just say yes. Okay. We got to be sales focused. We can't be focused on images and graphics and all this stuff all the time. None of that stuff matters till we have sales. I want you to start getting sales. I want you to start making money. There's tons of people in Partner with Anthony making money. You can make money too, right? You just got to be focused on sales. So let's get sales focused, go through this stuff, get it all done, and I'll see you all next week right here on the Success Connection. Like I always say and will continue to say, have a great weekend, a safe weekend. Do a little more this weekend than other people are doing, so you'll be a little ahead of them on Monday. Like I always tell you, the internet is wide open. There's millions of people clawing, trying to make money, trying to build their business, trying to get some of that market share. And if they're clawing while you're out playing, then they're going to be ahead of you. But if you're clawing away and building while other people are out playing, you're going to be ahead of them, and that is the name of the game. Trust me. So watch my Instagram this week or this weekend. I'll be freezing cold, I believe, but maybe we'll do some cool stuff. You can check it out. Make sure you're following me on Instagram and follow my stories. You'll see a little bit of our trip. Make sure you go to the link that you see here, go.thesc.com/funnel. Type in the password plan. That will work until midnight tonight. Get all of your assets, get ClickFunnels, get inside of our Facebook group, and I'll see you all right here next week, same place, same time on the Success Connection. Take care, everybody. Good night.